Hello, my name's Steve Motter. In case you might be wondering why I'm lying in this position, it's because I just spent 6 days in the hospital, 2 of them in ICU. The good thing about that is I can take spending 1 day in ICU off my bucket list. And the other good thing is I got to come home instead of having to go to a rehab facility. In case you see me pausing this video from time to time, it's simply due to the fact I've got so many meds running through me I lose my focus, and I'm just a little bit of discomfort. But we'll press on, and hopefully we'll be able to create a video here that keeps you interested and also informs you about the flooring installation and the process thereof. One feature I have been able to create and accomplish is that we were able to interview a contractor that has submitted a bid for this project. So this video will be up and running on my YouTube channel in a couple of days. Unfortunately, was not able to go out and produce the video myself, so I requested my sister to moderate it while my wife is standing behind the counter. It is 12 minutes and 55 seconds long, and you can see it at this site, this link. And if you want to learn, because I've had 2 people already watch this video, and they were impressed about the knowledge that came away with that they were not aware of concerning flooring installation and the importance of choosing the right product for your situation. So in light of that, we'll move on with my workplace communication project, which is the installation of 18,000 square foot of 4 different types of flooring throughout a facility that is recently purchased by LECF Church, Lake Erie Christian Fellowship. And they currently have gutted this building and are renovating it and totally remodeling it to meet their aesthetic and cultural needs and to accomplish the goals that they have therein. Originally, for this presentation, I had intended on taking you on a tour of the facility and literally discussing with you on site the various types of flooring that were going to be installed throughout the location, such as the carpet that would be put in the cafe, the hallways, and the sanctuary, and then the various different type of carpet that would be put in the nursery, then the wood or laminate flooring to be installed in the lounge and the bookstore, and then the ceramic porcelain tile that would be put in the bathroom, or as Chris might say, the loo. As I said, LECF has laid out a design and created a blueprint to meet their specific and semiotic needs. In place of the walkthrough, though, we're going to have a sit-through today and discuss the 4 different types of flooring that will be put in this place. The exciting thing is that although it's taken some longer than the client has wanted, when they see the flooring going down, they'll know that the end is near and that they'll be enjoying their facility soon. But what we really want to discuss here right now is why it's so important to choose the right flooring for your situation. And most people take a lot of things for granted when they're picking flooring. They're just looking at the finished surface product. But there's so many more things to consider when installing flooring, and that's what we're going to look at. After my initial interview with my client, we both agreed that this project was way too important to cut corners. We wanted a top quality carpet, numero uno, snag-free, fray-free, one that could hold up under traffic and resist stain and soiling. Sometimes dollars aren't the most important consideration in a project. So in considering the carpeting for the cafe, the hallway, and the sanctuary, let's hear what one of our contractors had to say. Keep in mind, these gentlemen have 31 years of experience in flooring installation and sales.
99% more likelihood you will never see the seam in this as opposed to the cut pile. And as for wearability, nylon is 100% correct. 90 or so percent of our customers, we give nylon.
So as we've learned from our contractors, it's like my mother used to say, choosy mothers choose Jif. Choice matters, even when it comes to carpet applications. Seams can be a huge problem if the wrong choice of carpet's made, or the wrong glue is chosen, or if someone lacks experience. Many people think they can put the carpet down themselves, but installation techniques where seams are concerned especially are so important. You need somebody who understands what they're doing. And if visitors come in and you have a poor application of carpet installation, it can lower their expectations, and we don't want that to happen. Here's one of the samples that our contractors use. It's with the nylon, and it's the 28 or 26 ounce, which simply means it's 28 to 26 ounces of yarn per square inch. It's not really the type of carpet you'll find in a residential application, but it's wonderful for commercial applications because it will hold up, it won't show traffic patterns, and it's just a good choice to make in this situation. But when we come to the nursery, now we do. Our contractor is recommending a cut pile carpet. It's softer to the toes and the feet, less abrasive to falls, which is great for little children. And this, you can see, there are much more colors, so aesthetically, it's going to give a much better appearance, which is why you'll find people using it even in homes a lot more. Although this carpet will leave a traffic pattern over time. What is important to consider in this carpet application is the foundation, because this carpet will have a pad installed underneath it. And if anybody knows anything about building, the foundation is the most important part of construction. If you don't have a strong foundation, you won't have stability, which means your product is not going to last. It's the same thing in athletics. An athlete knows that the core of their body is the most important part of the athlete, and if they don't have a strong core, their performance is not going to be at peak ability. Same thing with carpet. The most important part of a carpet that's getting a pad beneath it is the quality of the pad. Let's hear what our contractors have to say about this product.
When you get into a commercial carpet, the latex that I'm talking about is usually heavier. It's made not to bounce too much. If you get too thick of a pad and that latex bounces, it will cause it to wrinkle. I'm sure we've all seen carpet wrinkle. Sometimes it's natural with our weather here in this climate. It's hot, cold, cold, hot, all the time. So carpet will naturally do that. If you put something too squishy under the commercial carpet, it will wrinkle a lot quicker. You want something more firm and thinner. You know, it'll still take the brunt of, if the kids fall on their knees or something, you can get a commercially rated carpet, which will not allow that carpet to bounce as much, which will allow it to last a little bit longer for you, for sure.
Now that we've explored some of the key carpet issues, let's move on to the bathrooms, or should we say, the loo. There are 3 bathrooms that are needing tile to be installed: a ladies' room, men's room, and a family changing room. Our client is requesting an 18-inch tile to be installed. The main question is, should we use porcelain or ceramic tile? What I'm holding here is a 12 by 12 inch tile, but you can see it's porcelain, which is where our contractor is recommending to be installed. Let's find out why.
Yeah, hardwood, not a good idea. It'll scratch, it'll wear, it'll fade, and you'll spend twice the money. It is brutal. So the laminate's definitely the way to go.
Now for our last segment, we'll consider the comparison of laminate flooring versus wood flooring, which is to be installed in the lounge and the bookstore. Let's hear what our contractors have to say about this topic.
What's good about these is it's price effective. They're not over the top price, but they're still porcelain. Porcelain will wear a lot better for you in a commercial area, where ceramic has a tendency to break in the cold and uneven floors, where the porcelain will take the brunt of that unevenness and or wear over time.
Well, that is my workplace communication project presentation. My attempt to communicate through research, interviews, sample boards, and hopefully a PowerPoint presentation before the board and my client once the other bids are in. This should enable my client to come to a confident conclusion, enabling him to choose the best product to satisfy their end goals. Hopefully, you too have learned something about the choice of flooring and installation. I want to thank the class for the privilege of getting to know all of you. I also want to thank Professor Grant. I've definitely learned a great deal about the field of communication, especially when considering the target audience and their social settings. Remember, the next time you go out the door, it seems just about everything we do is causing those around us to make decisions and come to new frames. You really do carry the power of influence. My name is Steve Motter. Thank you for listening.